Greetings from the Guild, gamers. I'm Guildmaster Jason. Welcome to What's New Wednesday. So, as you guys know, What's New Wednesday is when I, Guildmaster Jason, bring you whatever is new in the gaming world, whether it's Dungeons & Dragons, Magic the Gathering, or whatever the case may be. If you follow the show a lot, you guys know occasionally I like to mix things up. So this week we don't have gaming news per se, but sort of news based on a game. The topic of today's What's New Wednesday is the Pokemon movie. But Jason, that's not news. The Pokemon movie came out before 2000. Oh, I'm sorry, let me be a little bit more specific. The live-action Pokemon movie. Oh, he means Detective Pikachu. No, I don't mean Detective Pikachu. Oh, but thank you for bringing that up. So by now, we already know about the Detective Pikachu movie coming out this May, starring Ryan Reynolds. Now this alone is exciting, because it's the first time anyone's ever gotten to see Pokemon in a live-action setting. Now, while Detective Pikachu may not exactly be a traditional Pokemon movie, one look at the trailer does show us that they're going to be featuring a lot of Pokemon, and it really looks like they're planning on fleshing the Pokemon world out for us. Also, looking at the trailer, it looks like they're really focusing on the original 151 Pokemon, which I know for me is a huge selling point. But, like I said, Detective Pikachu is not the topic of today's What's New Wednesday. Today's What's New Wednesday is about what comes after, or what hopefully comes after Detective Pikachu. Legendary Entertainment, the company producing the Detective Pikachu movie, has already signed a deal with the Pokemon Company to create live-action Pokemon movies. That being said, they're probably not going to spend all that money just to be one and done. We might be looking at the potential for an entire Pokemon cinematic universe here. Now, this isn't just my own speculation. There hasn't been any official announcements yet, but Legendary Entertainment has already said that if Detective Pikachu does well, the next step is a live-action Pokemon movie based off of Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, the Game Boy games. And that is the topic of today's What's New Wednesday. Made you wait for it this time. But that's not all. Legendary Entertainment has also been rumored to be in talks about making a live-action Mewtwo movie. This live-action Mewtwo movie, if it happens, is supposed to be a much darker, grittier take on Mewtwo's story. Now for me, Mewtwo has always been my favorite Pokemon, so this news made my day! Pokemon Red and Blue for the Game Boy were arguably some of the most memorable video games of all time. At least for handheld consoles. I don't think there's a single person in our generation that has yet to experience the anxiety of choosing between Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. Although I am a little bit curious about what they're going to base the plot of this movie on, seeing as how the early 90s games had, well, early 90s plots. But I still have faith in Legendary Entertainment to bring us a quality story. One story element I'd really like to see in this movie is kind of more fleshing out Team Rocket as the protagonist of the story. I'd really like to see a more gritty, realistic picture of how their Pokemon theft operation works. On that note, something I don't want to see incorporated into the movie. If I see Jesse and James, I will get up and walk out of the movie theater. However, because this movie is supposed to be based off Pokemon Red and Blue the games, I don't think that's going to be an issue. Now can we please talk about the Mewtwo movie? This of course goes right back to Team Rocket. As we all know, Team Rocket's leader, Giovanni, is actually responsible for creating Mewtwo. Now like I said earlier, Legendary Entertainment has already said that if we do get to see this movie, it's going to be a much darker take on Mewtwo's story. And I could not be more stoked. Can I just say that one more time? Now I will admit, I'm a little bit curious as to why they wouldn't just merge these two movies together, since like I said, Pokemon Red and Blue don't really have a lot of plot elements for them to work with, other than just simply beating the gym leaders and becoming a Pokemon master, and of course, catching them all. However, on that same note, I'm still obviously really excited that means we're gonna get a full and dedicated movie looking at Mewtwo. So what do you guys think about all this? Are you as stoked as I am, or have you already hung up your trainer hat? Drop some comments and let us know what you'd like to see in this movie, or maybe what you wouldn't like to see in the movie. And as always, if you guys think there's something that we should know about for next week's What's New Wednesday, be sure to send us a message. The best way to get a hold of us is through our Facebook page. But that's all for today's What's New Wednesday. Until next time, game on, gamers.